Yo, what's up, fam? Hit that like button. So, jwlucas, who I didn't even know. I've seen the name before, but didn't know it was a middle-aged white guy. But he's a producer. He's worked with Lil Uzi Vert, the Baby, a lot of this dumb young shit. If you into that, and Lil Durk and a few of them. And right now, people are on his ass because he said some shit about Breonna Taylor, and he quoted, "Why is the world asking for justice for hashtag Breonna Taylor? Of course, she shouldn't have lost her life, but do you realize that she was involved in multiple drug dealers, with multiple drug dealers who were using her house as a trap spot? If you sign up for that life, there are consequences. It's terrible. Breonna lost her life, and I said earlier, I believe the cops may have mishandled the raid to be aggressive after being fired on. With that being said, what is the punishment the world is calling for? Those men were on the job and had families as well." Of course, he apologized because the internet went off on him, and a lot of artists that worked with him, were definitely going in like, "Hey, I don't want no more. I don't clear any of my records with him. He's done. Blah 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 blah." So that's when the apology comes. We talk about these culture vultures, and we talk about these fucking people who come into y'all always inviting somebody to the fucking cookout, which I don't understand. I remember somebody got mad because Michael Rappaport did a documentary on Tribe Called Quest, and then he always has hip hop takes, and they said, "Well, you're white. What do you have?" I keep telling people, white people have made more money off this hip hop shit than anybody black. I know you see rappers with the jewelry and the diamonds and the grills in their mouth and the cars, but these motherfuckers behind the scenes like jwlucas, a Scott Storch, a Rick Rubin, Leo Cohen, Jimmy Iovine, all these record execs, people who these are not everyday you stand out, you know them people, but these are the motherfuckers that are making the damn money. You know, them. So really, do we really own this hip hop shit? No, we don't really own it. It's just something that we created culturally, out of New York years and years ago. And once white people seen the money train was moving, they jumped on it. Now here's some audio. jwlucas went live with Tamika Mallory.
A white man to try to tell black people what we are doing, where we need to go, what our issues are.
That is part of the gated institutional narrative. Tamika, I should be a leader in the Black Lives Matter movement because I'm more capable than you. I'm more capable.
Really? All right.
Yes, I am.
You know what? Here's what
you don't understand the nature of reality. Tamika, do you understand cooperative and competitive game theory? Tamika, do you understand? Please answer this. Tamika, do you understand the difference between competitive and cooperative game theory? Do you understand the difference? Do you problem, Tamika? It's time that all humans unify. Tamika, me and you are the exact same thing.
We need to get crack dealers off the street.
Of course, and meth dealers.
That there's a problem with drugs. So what is that? That's
and meth dealers. And meth dealers, all hard drugs, heroin, everything.
Here's what we're gonna do, Mr.
All negative externalities must be eliminated.
The people that you do business with to make a decision about whether or not what you're saying and the propaganda and the lies that you're spreading is something that they should continue to support. So what I promise you is that you will have to deal with me for the rest of your life, because anybody you do business with, I'm going to show up to make sure that they know that you are a racist and that your rhetoric and the tone that you're using is extremely dangerous, and that you disrespected the life of a young 26-year-old woman.
Never. I will not accept that. And it shows your colors. You don't give a about decreasing problems, Tamika. Increasing inequality. You care about getting your own political gain. You care about bettering yourself. You ain't doing the problem.
That you do business with. You never make business. You will never make another dime off of black people. I promise you.
I'm out here fighting for black people every day of my life.
All right, that's enough of that shit. Now, what she's saying, Tamika Mallory, is straight. He shouldn't make any more money off the culture. A lot of culture vultures, they come in here. It's like D.L. Hughley said. They want, a lot of people like hip hop culture. They love black culture. They want our rhythm, but they don't want our blues. Yeah, he produces a lot of this silly trap shit that you hear on the radio and in the club. And, who's to say he might still produce some of it? You might not even know it, but you bumping it. You know, I didn't even know who this dude really was at first. When I seen the name Lucas trending, I thought it was jwlucas, the rapper. You know, the nigga that signed the Shady. But I mean, you just gotta know certain shit you just don't say. Eminem is smart enough not to say nothing like that. You know, it's certain you just what are you doing? You know, am I surprised? No. This is what happens when you invite everyone to the cookout. But the fact that he felt the audacity, the fact that he felt comfortable saying that, that right there speaks volumes to everything. He knows how forgiving black people are. He knows you're not gonna really cancel him. All he gotta do is produce another hot beat and y'all gonna fuck with it. I really hope he does get finished because he definitely talked with a lot of. He definitely had his chest sticking out and was definitely out of line. And like I say, he made an apology, but it ain't really shit. And his apology at 3:45 in the morning. I think he's in Vegas because it says 702 jwlucas. That's his Twitter name. He says it is terrible. Breonna lost her life, and as I've said, I believe the cops may have mishandled the raid and have been aggressive. With that being said, what is the punishment for the world is calling for those men on the yeah 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 same shit. And then he goes and says, if I angered anyone with my tweets regarding the Breonna Taylor case, I apologize. My intent was to point out misinformation regarding to the case. So it was kind of like a half-ass apology. He just doesn't want to get canceled. You know, then he goes on to say, if you haven't heard me speak daily or overall in my tone of ideology, stop with the bullshit. You know, damage control. He went on and kept going and going and going and going. But yeah, these culture vultures, and they come in all different colors and sizes. For example, I've always said Jennifer Lopez, beautiful, but she came into this game from the South Bronx, got on In Living Color, which was one of the first black sketch comedy shows. Was a fly girl, did a few movies, got hooked up with Puffy, did a bunch of joints with rappers, and then after that, she married that Mark Anthony guy, and she stopped fucking with the culture. She used the culture, got fucking famous, and said bye. You know, I could do a whole fucking collage of videos on culture vultures, man. This has been going on for years. You know, so and now, like I say, a lot of artists that have fucked with him, they're like, I'm taking this song down, that song down. You know how it goes. But yeah, jwlucas, this nigga, excuse me, he's I guess he's canceled. So hashtag Nino Brown, hashtag jwlucas, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. He looks like a fucking. He kind of looks like a knockoff, a reject from the Jersey Shore Cash. You know, like The Situation or some shit like this. And this is one of the top producers in the game. So yeah, that's hip hop for you.